Right. Awesome. So put yourself on mute just in case there is some noise. Otherwise, feel free to ask questions throughout the session. So today what we are going to explore is this SAFE product owner, product manager program. So this program is targeted towards business analysts, project managers, team leaders, or anyone who aspire to become an agile product owner. And it is created in a such a way that it goes through different phases. So a bit about Agility Academy. Agility Academy is authorized training and transformational partner of Scale Agile, who is provider of SAFE. We have got several years of industry experience, and all those programs are delivered by people who are acting as agile coach, agile consultant with various clients. And based on that, we have revamped this particular 2-day certification program in a such a way that you gain more realistic, hands-on, industry-based experience rather than just going by the book. Okay, so let me demystify what is this SAFE product owner, product manager program. And throughout this session, if you have got any questions, feel free to ask it. So it is created in a such a way that there is a foundation where you understand what is the role of product owner, product manager when it comes to making decisions. At the end of the day, product owner is nothing but an entrepreneur or business owner. So what kind of mindset is required when it comes to making decisions? Then in the foundation phase itself, during this 2-day program, you will learn about different construct of agile teams, value streams. If you work in a scale agile environment, what kind of thing challenges you might encounter while supporting 1 or 2 agile teams and while working with the rest of 5 to 12 teams who are part of the bigger ecosystem. So that's a foundation. Then there's advanced phase in which you will start applying all those learnings and using a case study. So in this particular program, what we have got is we have got a case study. So you'll be acting as a product owner working for one fictitious company. And then you'll understand how to create a product roadmap, solution roadmap, uh, how to identify what is the right problem to solve, in which market, and when to release that product. So that product thinking, customer centricity, all those human-centered design thinking concepts will be taught, and you will gain skills and tips and tricks with regard to how to refine a backlog. Backlog is something which defines where you want to take your teams and your product in future. So how you can slice that big chunk of work into small by leveraging more than dozen of techniques. So that's advanced. Expert phase, which is covered during this particular 2-day certification program, is where you will understand that as a product owner, when you are starting playing that role, what are the expectations from you? So on day-to-day basis, how you are supposed to support your teams when it comes to estimating, prioritizing work. What need to be done when it comes to identifying whether this is the right time to release a product in the market, whether this is the right condition in which there will be more demand. So how you can understand the market rhythm, market cycle, and then make a conscious decision to release product when there is a more demand in the market space. So that's in a nutshell how this 2-day certification program is created. Now, one thing I want to highlight is because Agility Academy is in consulting, agile transformation consulting, coaching, mentoring, as well as training. So person or experts who are going to facilitate this program, you will have access to them even beyond this 2-day certification program. And they will act as a mentor to you throughout the journey. So let's dig in quickly. What is a product owner? So product owner or product manager is not someone who just takes notes. So it's not a scribe. It's not a proxy role. It is not just a business representative. In reality, if you aspire to become a product owner and embrace that mindset, what you need to think in terms of is entrepreneur, business owner, someone who owns the funding, someone who runs the business and decide and define which product need to be created, when it need to be launched, whether that's the right product to invest funds into or not. So entrepreneurship is something which is closely related to the product owner role. Many times, people have got these misconceptions that product owner is another title for a project manager in the agile world. No. So product owner is a different concept. And for this role to be played successfully, what we have seen since several years, that there are certain roles which have been successful. So if you are someone who comes from the business analyst background, you have already worked as a business analyst or already working as a business analyst, then this will be the right program for you, because it will take your skill set to the next level and help you understand that what are your roles, responsibilities, what techniques you need to bring to the table. Second one is QA professionals. So many times people who come from the testing background, they have got pretty much good understanding of the domain. They know how product works end to end. And while coaching and consulting at multiple multinational companies, I have come across situations when I have to coach, mentor QA professionals or business analyst or someone who come from business operational background to transition to product owner role. And we have found that they are quite successful because they already know big picture. They already have got that ability to connect dots and think as a product owner. Third one is Scrum Master. Nowadays, there is a lot of demand for people who can wear multiple hats. And due to funding constraints, you won't be surprised if you expect your next employer or your current employer to have you as a product owner as well as a Scrum Master. Even though in an ideal situation, you don't expect these roles to be played by one person, but given a market condition, sometimes when you don't have anyone to act as a product owner, they will be expecting Scrum Master to act as a proxy product owner. And this is where this product owner, product manager program will help you. Another thing I just want to highlight is to become a successful Scrum Master, you need to have ability to coach or mentor three areas. First one, agile team. Second one is your product owner, and third one is organization. So if you're a Scrum Master, then probably doing this course will give you that extra edge, wherein if you are joining any team and there's a new product owner who don't know how to run a backlog refinement session or how to run a inception workshop, how to prioritize things, then having this certification and having this knowledge will give you confidence and skills to guide and mentor that product owner. Agile team members, again, many times I started my agile journey. So I started my career 22 years back as an R&D engineer in one of the telco product-based company, and then gradually moved into different agile roles. And when I started playing that role, it was always starting by wearing that hat and doing all those things without having that title. So if you're an agile team member or someone who is passionate to move into agile leadership roles like Scrum Master, product owner, then again this will be the right fit for you. And last one is a project manager. In many companies, whenever you expect project manager to be there in the agile environment, there are two career paths. Either you can become a Scrum Master or you can become a product owner. So if you are someone who has got project management background, but you love to solve customer problems, you love to deal with the business stakeholders, then this is the program which will help you to gain those skills. Now let's talk about challenges which are typically faced by anyone who want to play this role successfully or even secure a new job as a product owner. First one is information overhead. As we are discussing with few of our aspirants, many times in the industry you see that there are several certifications, and it becomes quite confusing when you look at, okay, there's this one which talks about agile, lean, scrum, whatnot, and just doing certification doesn't give you that confidence. Probably what you need is actionable steps and clarity about what need to be done next. So this program, which is delivered by Agility Academy experts with several years of industry experience, provides you clear-cut steps with regard to how to apply all those theoretical concepts in a practical world. And as I mentioned earlier, because you will have access to our mentor, even after completing this two-day course, even after completing your certification exam, if you are in the role and you want to play back and seek some guidance, you can always rely on the Agility Academy experts. So mentors will be always there. Second, lack of practical experience. As I mentioned earlier, many times, theory is good, but practical knowledge is something which is essential. So in this program, we'll be telling you in this particular situations, if you face certain things in a real world, how you can apply all those things. And last one is ongoing support and mentoring. So this is how these are the struggles which are typically faced by the product owners, aspirants, or someone who is new in this role. And through our program and ongoing mentoring support, we actually address all those struggles. Any questions before we move on? No, all good. All right, so let's quickly look at the product owner, product manager role at a high level. So product owner roles and responsibility, it's all about connecting dots, connecting people on the ground with the customer, getting feedback, sharing what is the product, what is vision for the product, working in the big operating systems. If you talk about scale agile or agile at scale environment, you will have 5 to 12 teams who are following agile practices, and you will be supporting 1 to 2 teams as a product owner. So how you are supposed to coordinate work with other product owners, other teams, different business stakeholders. So that is something which is essential to play this product owner, product manager role. And last thing is mindset. Remember, here you need to be flexible, adaptable, realistic, someone who can trust their people, someone who believes in growth mindset, who takes any failure as a learning opportunity. So all these things are embraced by the product owner, product manager role. I'll say that product owner, product manager role plays a crucial role in the success of any agile team or agile transformation. So you'll understand what are the expectations from this role in this program. Uh, as mentioned earlier, next phase will be all about customer centricity, product management. So with regard to customer centricity and product management, as a product owner, you will start exploring what kind of things needs to be kept in mind when it comes to solving customer problem. So customer centricity, you will learn different techniques such as human-centered design thinking, customer personas, how to prioritize work by applying different advanced technique, what kind of tools you need to use if you are doing a customer interviews. So there's an empathy map which help you to put yourself in the customer's shoe and then find out what pains, gains customer is seeking. Uh, Apart from that, you will be also understanding that how to ensure that your backlog is continuously refined. Backlog is always ready to be picked up by your team. So that's a customer centricity, and then there's a product management. Product management aspect talks more about how you are supposed to guide team when it comes to keeping aside some capacity for certain type of work. And if teams are stuck, what kind of support is expected from the product owner? How you can provide them clarity with regard to what is expected in this sprint, this PI, next PI, so on and so forth. So that's a second phase in which you'll be understanding, again, using a case study as a product owner, how you can bring in all those different dynamics at the forefront while supporting teams as a product owner or someone who act as a voice of a customer. The last phase talks about day-to-day responsibilities of a product owner. So as a product owner, what are expectations from you when it comes to daily stand-up, sprint planning, iteration review, or sprint review? Uh, One of the thing, or I will say most of the time, as a product owner, you are supposed to help team when it comes to prioritizing work. So in this particular 2-day certification program, you will learn with some practical examples what is required when you want to compare apple with oranges. Let's say you are supporting a team as a product owner, and then all of a sudden someone says that this is the topmost priority, it need to be delivered by end of this week. And then there's another thing which is of strategic importance and probably is required to be delivered as per your CEO or CTO, someone or general manager. And then there might be third thing which is quite crucial in order to not have any regulatory compliance issues or not to give any bad customer experience. Now, how do you compare all those things? So in SAFe, you'll learn prioritization technique, which is based on lean economics. It is called as a weightage shortage job first. And in that, you'll find out that how you need to compare different distinct things and then still be able to come up with a prioritized list, which you can share with the team and then help them deliver that. So guiding agile teams on day-to-day basis, giving them feedback, connecting dot, finding out, okay, where does your team require any support, any help from the point of view of customer, and creating and getting that feedback loop. Because at the end of the day, you don't want your teams to focus on something which is not relevant and then get a final outcome which might not be what customer is looking for. And last thing, in the product delivery, you will understand few key concepts such as toggle on, toggle off functionality, wherein you will release it, but you will deliver it on the production like environment, certain capabilities, but you will not release those at all till the time there is a right market condition. So you'll understand that why it's important to continuously explore and find out what customers are looking for, and then after deploying, how you can ensure that you deploy things only when there's a right market condition. If you, let's say your product is something which has got a lot of demand in summer season, there's no point in launching it in winter. Probably there won't be anyone ready to buy it. Having said that, you don't want to be in a situation wherein you are waiting till the last moment of the peak season to complete your product and launch it. So in such cases, many times what happens, companies create everything and then they keep it ready and release it only when there is a right demand. So there are different techniques which you will learn. So to quickly summarize, so in this Safe Product Owner Product Manager program by Agility Academy, you will gain hands-on workplace-like experience when it comes to playing a product owner role by looking at different case studies, and then you'll gain that 100% confidence to play this role on day-to-day basis. You can scan this QR code, or you can visit agilityacademy.com.au and then find out more. If you scan this QR code, there's a brochure and as well as a short video um, recording which you can watch. If you have got any questions, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp, or we have got different phone numbers. Any questions? I know few of you are transitioning into that role or have got some questions related to this topic. Anything? Anyone want to share, ask? All good? All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Let me do one thing in chat. Okay, there is a question which I can just answer. There's a question in chat. What kind of split happens between product manager versus product owner role within a product management? So the way these two different roles are played is based on the fact that you need to have someone who can look at the end-to-end picture. So product owner focus area is more on the one or two teams. Product manager in a big scale agile environment can be looking at supporting up to 12 teams. Might be deciding licensing policy, how to launch big product in a big market, might be spending less or 30% of time working with the teams and 70% of time working with the real customers or business customers. So I have shared link to register for the upcoming program. If you have got any questions, you can ask those now.